Hey, what's happening? Tom Garma from Guitar Antihero, and today we're going to talk about the idea of, through the path of aggressive mastery, of course, gaining competence with a particular technique, playing concept, aspect of music theory, or what have you, then going back and fucking it all up and destroying the foundation in order to hit it from a different angle and hopefully improve it. All right. Now, what do I mean by that? Basically, we play guitar in a very sort of, I don't really know what word fits here. We play guitar in a very sort of regimented way, okay? And when I say that, I don't mean that we're not creative and that we don't try new things and that, we play everything by rote and we're very stiff. That's not what I'm talking about at all. I'm not talking about not having inspired playing. But when I say regimented, I mean this is a part of stylistic development too, by the way. So it's basically unavoidable, at least to an extent. But regimented in the sense of we sort of have this thing we do unconsciously where we think, this is how I play such and such. This is what I do. This is what I've done. I've got it. Okay, now time to move on to the next thing. Then we come to the next thing and we go, this is how I play guitar. This is how I learn. This is how I play. This is how I'm doing this thing. Okay, I've got it. Now move on to the next thing. And we basically follow the same sort of formula, if you will, for most everything we do. Now, we do have to have some of this in order to get anything done because, we are pretty limited in terms of what we're able to do, how much we're able to do in any given time, and just how good we're ever going to be with something. We're not limitless. I know a lot of the new age, neo, whatever fucking pagan metaphysical, whatever crowd likes to say that we're limitless and we're this and that, but we're really not, okay? Especially when it comes to things that we actually do in the world, like playing guitar, for example, all right? There's only so much we can do in a given time. So with that in mind, what happens is we develop these patterns, we develop these formulas, and those things become the standard by which we do everything that we do, all right? Now, again, some of this is good. It's a backbone, if you will, of our stylistic development, but it can also become a trap. So what we want to do is, once we have something, we want to go back at some point and see how badly we can fuck it up and just destroy that foundation and then rebuild it in a different way. Okay? Now this concept is really pretty simple. It's maybe not always the easiest to come up with specific examples that you can use in your own playing, but I'll give you a couple here. For example, say that there's a scale pattern that you're pretty comfortable with now. One thing you might do is go back and just play through it with different sequences, right? Or different numeric patterns, or maybe you bend every other note in the scale or something like that, or you pick it with a triplet feel or whatever it is, okay? Another example would be taking all of the chords that you know and using completely different fingers for them. Or taking a chord progression that you know and swapping out a couple common chords and maybe playing them all as bars instead of open position or something like that. It could be a theoretical concept. You might have a song that you've been playing for however long and you take it and pull it into the relative major or minor key. Or you experiment rather with sort of a modal thing regarding the melody, okay? You maybe change the key, you do something with the harmony. Instead of playing it based on the major scale, maybe you change it so that the melody would be derived from the Phrygian mode. And you play the approximate melody with that, but only according to the rules of a Phrygian as the parent scale or mode instead of the major, so on and so forth. These are just a few examples of things we can do. The point is we want to do it. We want to look at where we're overly comfortable in our own playing and then say, what can I do to destroy this and come in through the back door and rebuild it, okay? Not always going to be stuff that you're overly comfortable with, but that's a good place to start because those are things that you've probably been doing for a while. you know well enough that you're not going to lose a whole lot by going in and trying to revamp things. Okay, you don't really want to do this maybe so much if it's something that you're just learning, or something that's maybe technically demanding and you're still kind of working out the kinks with it. Get it down first and then go ahead and do what we're talking about here. But again, the point is we want to do it because we always want to be destroying and then reinventing our playing. Okay, this ties in with the concept of identity and being too overly attached to who and what we think we are. Okay, change that stuff. The one constant in the universe is change, and this is true for our playing too. If we want to keep things from stagnating, this is what we want to do, and stagnation equals death. Okay, so look for places where you can apply this and think about it a little bit. Okay, be creative. This is where you can really let some of that creativity shine through and really help build that creative character along the way. Okay, till then, keep kicking ass. Make sure to hit me up at guitarantihero.com, antihero.com. I don't know, mouthful of shit or something there. I can pronounce my R's. Antihero.com. More info on being the biggest, baddest, best guitar player you can be on your own terms. And make sure to hit me up on Twitter at Guitar Antihero with any questions and comments, alright? Till next time, see ya.